What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. So yesterday I put out a video um, asking my people to go over and start following me on Black Junction TV. It is a black YouTube-like platform. In fact, it's just like YouTube. And because I'm going to start releasing a lot of my more fiery videos over there, and eventually move completely there and just not be on YouTube at all, but it'll be a process. It'll have to be a process. I'm also astonished that on my Jedi Revolution channel I have nearly 5,000 subscribers, and I put out videos and my numbers don't reflect the number of subscribers that I have. Like, okay, even if you're not going to get all nearly 5,000 people watching a video, the number should at least be in the thousands. It may be 2,000, maybe 1,500 even, shit. But the numbers aren't reflecting that. And I don't know the reason for that. I do know that I begin each day with the white man as the devil. And so any devilish act being committed on the earth against anybody for any reason is definitely coming from a white devil. That I know. So only thing I can say is on our end, make sure that all of your notifications are turned on. If you're somebody that's on YouTube and you don't know how to turn on notifications by now, get off of fucking YouTube. Get off. If you don't know how to set up a channel, get your ass off of YouTube. If you don't know how to upload your damn picture, get off of YouTube. Go and learn. Stop just popping up and you don't even know what's going on. Because you're a detriment to yourself and the rest of us. A detriment. Now, to that point, there's a gentleman by the name of, he goes by the name of Information Man. I don't know how he came on my radar. I don't. But recently, but apparently he's been watching me for a long time. And so recently he reached out to me and he had wanted to interview me on his platform. And we've just been trying to work out the logistics, quite frankly. But yesterday, he was doing a live stream or a hangout, which I got to try and start doing, with the creator, one of the creators of the Black Junction TV. And so I was just listening in, and I decided to ask him, could I get on the platform? And he was so gracious to let me get on and to actually speak with this brother. I'm playing you this portion of it because I want you to see my interaction with him. The entire stream is 3 hours plus, and I'll link that in the description box down below if you want to watch it. They were on there a long time yesterday, but I should talk. Y'all know my live streams go 4 hours. Shit, I'm over it. And I really don't think you can do a live stream that's like an hour or something like that. Just as a side note, let me say this, because whatever it is you're talking about, plus then you trying to answer questions from people in the chat, plus you trying to shout people out, it just takes time. It just does, before you even get to the subject matter. Anyway, so I was deeply interested in speaking with this brother, and I was deeply honored that Information Man allowed me to do this, because you guys will recall that with Dario that runs the Black Spot, I was one of the first people out of the gate trying to spread the word of that platform. That's when I had nearly 19, well, not nearly, because between my two channels I had 21,000 subscribers between the two channels. And I did videos and I promoted and I did it all, y'all know. And but every time he would start mentioning fucking people, he just like, you don't remember me, dude? You don't remember me? Like, I'm not looking for an accolade and a fucking parade and you don't gotta do somersaults in front of me. But damn, if you gon' you just don't mention nobody then. You feel me? So that left a bad taste in my mouth, but I wasn't surprised because that you're dealing with a Christian mentality right there. So that character goes with that. It just does. I pray to God my people are going to have an epiphany and they're going to go, I get it. I get it. I get what he's saying between the character and our bullshit. I get it. And that Christian vomit, I get it. I dream for that. Well, I never got a chance to interview him. But I did get a chance to talk to this brother yesterday. And it was a very beautiful exchange, and that's why I want to share it with you. So, because I had a key question that I wanted to ask. I heard my people on the chat, asking necessary questions, obviously, but I didn't. That's not a question I would ask. Like, they were asking the informational stuff. Like, how are you getting advertisers and uploads and monetization and, just the technical stuff. I needed to know where this brother's heart was. Where's your heart? And this is what I said. So I'm gonna play pickups into this
each other
exchange.
Lions Den, brother, if you want to do the honors.
Yes. Wait, before I go any further.
Yeah.
There's a guy named the Jedi Revolution want to come in a panel and ask the brother here a question.
Okay. What I'll do, and I'm familiar with Jedi. Me and him have been going back and forth, talking to each other. We're supposed to do some stuff together. Brother Jedi, are you inside the chat room right now? Is he in the chat room right now?
Yes, he is.
Okay, I'll just drop a link in the chat room.
All right. Now we'll just go forward a little bit.
And you, Brother Jedi, come on in, because I need to talk to you anyway, brother.
Okay. There we'll move to the spot. Just in the interest of time, Okay, what am I doing?
Sure, you know how this goes, brother. You're an experienced YouTuber. Just mute your sound.
Yes, hello.
Uh-oh, there go that strong baritone radio voice.
Not. And especially on this damn microphone, yo. Like I promise you, if you watch my videos when I'm on camera using my webcam, I sound one way. If you watch my videos when I'm on camera using my regular camera, I sound another way. And if you watch when I'm on like this right now on my microphone, I sound like something else. Like I can't with me. I can't. All right, let's go on. What's up, everybody? This is Jedi.
All right, brother. What's going on?
I want to say greetings to the room. I want to say greetings to you. Information. Yusef, to preface my question to you, I want to say that I am in great honor. I should have said admiration, but my brain was moving fast and I was trying to talk fast, so whatever, it's random. Let's go. And respect of your name. Yusef is one of my favorite prophets in history. Okay. And I pray that you wear your name up to its... That's the brother there. That's Brother Yusef. He is one of the founders of Black Junction TV. It's him and his childhood friend from childhood. His name is Anthony, I think it is. And I think I was misspeaking and saying Andrew. But I think it's Anthony. But anyways, that's Yusef. Let's go. Meaning, it was important for me to come in on this because we've been round and round with the black spot, and we've been, excuse me, you guys, I've got some things going on. I apologize for not being on camera. That's why my voice is a little off.
Okay.
But we've been round and round with the black spot. I was a great advocate for them when they first came on the scene. It was a breath of fresh air as someone who is obsessed with all things African and African centered, and that in this new age, especially in the internet age, to see brothers like yourself stepping out and providing a platform for African people, we need in this time to be able to speak freely. Because one of the things that kills the souls of African people across the diaspora is two things. We're dying of hypertension, high blood pressure, heart attack, and all those things. Those things are precipitous when you're not able to get your lick back. If you hit me, I need to hit you back so I can feel better. I need that. And when you have hundreds of years of oppression and retention of feelings pent up, especially a few months ago or last year, over the last several years, when we've been going through like daily police shootings and things like that, the internet is where our people want to come and dialogue with other people. For some people, it's just enough to hear somebody else speaking their passion. Sometimes that I'm getting echo.
Sorry about that.
Because somebody knows what the fuck they're doing. I'm over it. I would try and scan forward with you guys, but just whatever. We just deal with it.
Brother, you know how this works. You gotta mute.
Thank you.
Just mute yourself.
For some people who aren't content creators and things like that, sometimes it's enough for them just to get on and be able to hear. Somebody still got their mic open.
Please.
Sometimes it's enough for some of our people to just to be able to come on and hear their passion echoed and say, yeah, that's what I think. And that can get them through the next 24 to 72 hours. Mm-hmm. Content creators like myself who started out on YouTube in 2014, and I've been a victim of the devilish acts of YouTube. I believe, and you said in your earlier comments that you are you're a web designer and a web creator, and that's not the language. I'm diminishing your title, but forgive me. Anyway, I believe that we're in a different queue on YouTube. I believe there's a separate even building where all black YouTube videos go, and those are screened. Like everything that I upload is not advertiser friendly. I've literally put up videos it'll say thanking my subscribers, not as advertiser friendly. This is what we're dealing with. And I had gotten my platform in 2 years, nearly 19,000 subscribers, over 4 million views, over 1,000 videos. My platform was growing exponentially. I was in 26 countries in Africa, etc., etc. But then they started their sweep. They started with the Tariq Nasheeds, and they came down and they started sweeping. First, they started playing games with the monetization. Then they came down and they started shutting down channels for the littlest thing. Everything was a copyright strike. Even when you'd have Creative Commons material, they would still strike that, and then you'd have to send them. I'd literally send them the link from their own Creative Commons saying this was in your shit. You know, so we're dealing with it's really not about procedure. It's about silencing black passion, silencing black voices. That's what it's really about. They don't want us to be able to speak freely, because one thing we know about our enemy is they are not a people who like to be held to account for anything. When we look at our brothers and sisters in South Africa right now with the land issue, it's all about acknowledgement. You're dealing with an entity that does not like to acknowledge. So what I'm asking you, and I went a long way to say this, and I appreciate you guys for indulging me, but here's what I want to ask you, Yusef. First part of the question is I want to know, do you share the true passion and devotion for African people? That's first. B, are you activist? Are you willing to stand in the gap for us? We support this platform. We will go all out for it. I'm building my platform again. My second channel, I've got over 5,000 or nearly 5,000 subscribers, and on the other one, I've got nearly 900. But I'm willing to go all the way in for you. I need to know, and I ask for all my people, will you stand in the gap for us? Are you here for us, and do you understand our voice and our need to speak? That's my question to you. Now, let me pause. Excuse me, and say this. That's why I wanted to get on there. Because as I said earlier, I believe, I was hearing everybody else's questions and they were all valid. No shade. But this was to me the most profound thing that needed to be brought to our brother. Because especially a firebrand like myself, someone who is the wild horse galloping on the plain unbridled, I need to be able to speak freely. I don't like to edit myself. I don't like to hold back. I don't like to cut corners. And most of all, I do not like to appease and give comfort to this white devil. So I needed to know, does this brother understand our passions and our need to speak freely without all the bullshit that they give us on goddamn YouTube? That's what I needed, and that's why I said, and I asked for all my people, this is what I'm asking you. And here was his answer.
Yeah, to answer your question, I gotta give you a little background as far as like how I was brought up. Like you mentioned my name, and obviously my father.
He said, I got to give you a little bit of background about myself and how I was brought up. And then he goes to give you a little bit of background about my name. I just wanted to clarify that because I know it was a little gurgly there. All right, let's go on.
My father, he was in the Nation of Islam. He was a FOI in the Nation of Islam. And my whole life, from as long as I can remember, was my father sitting me down for hours and making me watch videos and giving me lectures and educating me on our people and explaining to me, what I was going to deal with, as a black man in this world. Not just me, but also Anthony, my best friend who grew up with me, all the kids. I grew up in North, the hood of North, what you want to call it. I had a lot of young friends that was my age. And my father, he was similar to like the character that Lawrence Fishburne played in Boys in the Hood. I always go back to that because he would always pull us in. We'd be outside playing. He would pull us in and sit us down for hours. He had like a library of videos and books and audio cassette tapes of just information to expel to us as far as like what pretty much the black existence in this country and our history and things like that. So that's what I was raised on from as long as I can remember, from the day that.
I want to stop and say this, y'all. Yeah, I'm sorry for the interjections, but they're important. This is why I preach to you that you have to start putting this stuff in your children now. What this brother is saying is so important because our upbringings are the same in that regard. Because we weren't allowed to watch TV. You didn't go outside and have friends. It was just one day I'll just do a video about my childhood, and it will lay you down. But I mention that because here is a brother who's now, he and his best friend are responsible for this Black Junction TV. That's a certain heart. That's a certain heart. And it begins in childhood. His father was embedding and instilling in him who he was in this asshole of Satan and what that meant. That's why you got to do that to our children now, you guys. If you have children, you got to sit their little snotty nose ass down right now and say, "Sat your shit," and start instilling and start loading these things into them. So that they grow up with a heart like mine, that is activist, that is fearless, that is fiery, that is defiant, that is agitating, that is ready to take it straight to this enemy and demand justice, and not only demand it, but to very fight for it, up to and including giving my life. No fear. No fear. No fear. No fear. And lastly, I'll say when he said, his father would pull them in from outside and sit them down for hours. I've told you guys, when my nephew was 7, 8, and 9 years old, I'd have his little snotty nose ass sitting down next to me watching 6-hour documentaries on shit. You understand? I discussed world events and politics and oppression and racism and oppression, all those things. I discussed those things with him as if he was an adult. Instilling those things in his heart now. Let's go on.
Now, to speak, to talk from like 5 years old and older. So that's been indoctrinated within me since I was born. With me, Anthony was my next door neighbor, and like my brother, he was there all the time. So that's where I come from. That's where I came up at. And that's the reason why we started that platform. That was the reason why we started Black Main Street originally, because growing up with that constant understanding of what it is to be Black, and even bigger, not bigger, but even harder sometimes, not to take nothing away from, Black queens, but it's hard to be a Black man in society. People look at you automatically, especially when you're from where I'm from, where we're from. They look at you automatically as the enemy, as the evil person. So, as a thug or whatever. So I grew up with that. I understand that. Anthony understands who's the other owner. And that's all we used to talk. Whenever me and Ant go out, we sit down and have drinks or have cigars or whatever. That's what our conversation always revolved around, with support, helping the Black community and building something. And the reason why we started Black Main Street and started on this path, Black Junction, is because we wanted to do something, and this is my lane. Like, I do web design. I'm getting into web development, but I've done web design for the past 10 years. So I'll try to find something that I could do to help out and give back and build something. And that's why I'm in this space. I'm not a public speaker. I can't go out and rally up a crowd and things like that, but this is what I can try to do and try to give back and try to build and try to support us. And right now, in 2018, the internet is where it is. This is where we need to have some type of control. Our media, we need to have our control over our media. So this is important. This is what we need to do, and this is why I'm doing it. Again, I'm doing it because
he gets very emotional here and starts crying.
Okay.
I'm doing it because of my father.
I feel you, brother. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Put the camera back on him. It's all right.
All right, brother.
I'm doing it because of my father.
It's okay, brother.
And that just came out. My father passed away not too long ago. So.
I lost mine in 2009. I feel you, brother. And it's still like yesterday.
But I am who I am because of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize it.
It's all right.
Shit.
All right, brother.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
No apologies, brother. No apologies.
I didn't realize it literally until the day that he passed away. What he had gave me, and it was important for me to give it back. People that was in his mouth wanted me to come there and speak, and I was like, I'm not that type of person. I'm not a public speaker. I don't want to do that. Like, I have the information, I have the knowledge, because it was given to me by my father. But that's not who I am. I'm not. What I do is I'm a creative person. I've been an artist all my life. I do design, I do web design, I do graphic design, and I wanted to, and I have, a lot of connections within the web development community because I've been doing this business for like 10 years now. So I wanted to use my skills to build something, for the Black community. So that's why we did what we did.
Okay.
And that's why
I'll give you an analogy, brother, if you don't mind, because as someone who is a born leader, one of the keys to being a leader is to be a good subordinate. And to be a good leader or a good subordinate, you gotta be able to identify skill set and personality. You are what every car needs. It doesn't matter if you're driving down the street in a limousine or a Bugatti or a Bentley. It's that engine underneath. That's the most powerful thing that pushes it. And you are that quiet storm that's been a part of our collective history down through time. There's many unsungs. You understand what I'm saying? You are cast. You've identified yourself as an unsung. The passion is there. It's just you're not the guy that wants to stand to the mic and take the speech. I get it, but I want you to know that your role is just as important as the brother that stands to the mic. Just as important. And I appreciate your passion. And I'm someone who. Any of my followers will tell you I'm a very emotional dude. I respond to human emotion. And so that's real emotion that you're expressing. I love and respect that. Absolutely. And I'm deeply disappointed that I am dishonoring you by not being able to see my face right now. But I look like utter bullshit. But otherwise, that's the only reason why, because I need you to know that I have that respect that I should, at least show you my face. But like I say, I didn't know I was going to be on and all of that. And I thank you, information, for even letting me get to this. But like I said, I just wanted to try and have a moment to connect with you person to person to understand, because we're also in a climate of coons every damn time. And even if we don't use that word, because I think there's levels of betrayal to the African community,
It's just that we won't have no advocates, and you are a rare species for us. There's a lot of the young crew that's coming out of school and stuff like that now that have your acumen and can do the things you do, and you are essential to us being a part of the information age and the internet age moving forward. You know, you are our Enron and our Silicon Valley. You know, you're the tangible one. I'm not going to be on a platform like this looking at the face of you know, somebody from Silicon Valley, but you are ours, brother, and we are yours, and we need you. When we see something like this come up, just like we saw the black spot, we see that and we are emotional about it, because this is something that can be ours. What, we got swings in our yard now? Like, I'm from the south side of Chicago. We lived in the basement of a housing project, so I've been at every spectrum, from extremely poor to very rich to middle class to poor again. I've seen food stamps and I've seen $1,000 bills. But I'm always centered in my people. And like yourself, before I came to earth, my parents were part of the Nation of Islam. By the time I got to the earth, they were part of regular mainstream Orthodox Islam. I'm a Sunni Muslim. And so I greet you, Salaam Alaikum. But our history has mirrors to it. Yours is mine and mine is yours. And I just wanted to say to you, I'm going to be one soldier out here threatening, pushing, dragging, whatever I got to do to get people to this platform. Because what I want to see this be is something that is ours. We need that now. In every sector of the society, we need our own grocery stores. Nope, you can't come here. This is ours. We want our own theaters. Nope, you can't come here. This is because we've not had our own. Our brothers and sisters, I defer again to South Africa. White people are 6% of the population. They have 90% of the land. Finally, they are now taking the land and saying it's ours, and we don't got to give you a dime for it because you stole it. Every African soul is crying out across the earth now because we're over the oppression. And then it's enough that you're oppressing us, but then we're not allowed to speak about it. This is one thing that we have, is the internet, where we can come together, where we can live stream, where we can comment, where we can interact, and we can be family. Last thing I'll say. Last week, I did a fundraiser because I had some financial issues that I was going through. I reached out to my people. I was just going to try and raise $500. Within 12 hours, we had that $500, like that. Coming together around a common purpose. I use that as an example to say we can come together around the Black Junction. We can do that. We just got to know that our leader, and I appoint you leader, that our leader is standing with us. That's what I wanted to say.
Brother Jedi, I want to tell you, brother, that your words were much needed. I appreciate you coming on board and speaking that truth.
Thank you for allowing me.
No, brother, it's not about allowing you. It's about it's necessary. We are a family. We are a family here on YouTube, and we got to work together. I'm a brother that's about working together with other people. I'm not into the arguing and bickering back and forth that we sometimes see on YouTube. That's why, brother, when you sent me a message and tried to correct me on a few things related to my video about Africa, I didn't take it in a negative way. What did I do, brother? I tried to reach out to you.
Right, and I appreciate that, because what I was really trying to do is be protective of Mother Africa. It was kind of like a father holding their child back when they hit the brakes.
but my point I'm saying to you, brother, is that I could have took a nasty attitude. No, right. I said no. Let me reach out to this brother because I'm aware of you, brother. I have watched you way before I started cracking open content. So I had a sort of respect for you already, based on the kind of material that I've seen you do. So that's the reason why I reached out to you and I said, brother, we need to do something together. That's the reason why, brother. So that's why I was hoping that you were going to be in here today, and you surprised me because we were almost about to put a crescendo on this, and now I'm getting very emotional myself right now, brother. Hearing about what Brother Yusef has gone through, with his father being important to him. And it's getting me very emotional right now, brother. I'm feeling choked up right now, because I've been through a lot in my life. So I'm just keeping it real with y'all.
It's all right, brother. It's all right. If you can't be a melanated man and I have a story.
That's right. That's right. That's right, brother.
You got to have a story. You just walk up to brothers and say, "What's your story?" We expect it. We know it's there. You see? We know it.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And also, I will tell you that when I first got your email or the notification,
Yes.
I did go to Black Junction in the interim that you've been on. I put out a video on both my channels threatening my people to get to the Black Junction and start subscribing and so forth. So, I'm been looking at the numbers. So far, 10 people have added I had 58 people now. Now we're at 68. I'm hoping that the people are going to get over there, not just for me. I'm just trying to use whatever popularity. I don't want to use that word.
I should have used the word influence. That's the word I was really looking for, not popularity or anything. I should have used the word influence there. But let's go on. Familiarity, maybe that's the word, that people have with me. I want to use that to move around. Like when they started the Black spot, I had 19,000 damn people nearly, and I was doing videos and everything, and I was putting it out there and get over there and and I reached out to the brother for an interview and everything. He never could get around to me. Never could get to me. Yeah, and no shade, just truth. He was naming everybody else and all of it, and I reached out to him a million times. I'd like to get an interview with you, put you on the platform so that people can be aware of you, etc., etc. And he would be naming everybody else. He never could mention me. But that's not new to me, because I know that even amongst my own people, I can be too much. My presence challenges them too much. It's too challenging. I've seen that. I've witnessed that about myself my entire life. So this wasn't anything new. I just wanted to point that out. It was just the principle of the fact. But let's go on.
But he was naming all these inferior people. But that's fine. That's fine. I still want that to succeed. And that's one of the things that I heard Brother Yusef saying, like he always shouts out the Black spot. He's got no malice for them. He wants all boats to rise. And I share that with him, Like I say, I've looked back at them. They're having some issues. I'm someone who's here about my content. I'm trying to send a message out. So it's not about popularity. That stuff for me, it's about how do I take my message further. And they're having technical issues, and the last time that I checked on Black Junction, I was able to upload a lot of my videos, and I'm still trying to do that now. So that's what kind of cemented it for me.
We've gotten, man, you've gotten me emotional as well, brother.
I didn't mean to pull an Oprah on y'all now. Stop your folks to crying.
Brother, I just I've been through a lot too, brother Yusef. I'm just saying, man, we as Black men, we have to stick together. We got to work together. We got to
love one another first.
Yeah, exactly.
Love.
So I agree with that. Brother Doug, we got a couple other brothers on the panel. Speak your truth, brother.
Who's there?
Brother, I don't know if he's even hearing me. Lion's Den, brother, how you doing, man? I got a little emotional here, man.
I'm still here, brothers. Assalamu alaikum to Brother Yusef and to Brother Jedi.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I'm also, very emotional too because I'm feeling what Brother Yusef was coming from. I'm doing this talk show is because of what happened to me personally. I lost my family members. Information Man knew about this.
I really did not. I really wasn't. I didn't know if people were going to get emotional. That wasn't, obviously, I couldn't have even imagined that, and I was obviously deeply touched and honored that that what I had to contribute had meant that much to them, that it really resonated. You feel what I'm saying? So wow, I appreciate that. Well, let's go on.
They was murdered by a white neighbor in West Virginia.
His family was murdered by a white neighbor.
So the thing of it is that I'm doing this what I'm doing right now for them and for my family members that's no longer here as well. So, this is all for them as well.
Lions Den, brother, we've been through a lot of thick and thin together, brother. So it's really,
yes, sir, we have.
I think we got J Dog, if I'm saying his name right, online with us.
Yes, right.
Here.
What's up, Jay?
Hey, how's it going?
All right, we'll just skip through that a little bit.
J Dog, I know you've been sitting back listening.
Wait.
Yeah.
I think we got J Dog, if I'm saying his name right, online with us.
Yes, right.
Here.
What's up, Jay?
Hey, how's it going? This is J Dog.
J Dog, I know you've been sitting back listening to everything today. Did you have anything specific that you want to ask Brother Yusef? Because I am going to end this stream in maybe another, I would say, 15 minutes. We got a little bit more time. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go pick up my daughter at about 6:30 Western time. So we still got we got some time left. But anything you wanna add or ask the brother while we have him here?
I'm just saying, emails.
A little bit.
I did a live stream.
Definitely going to see all sorts of in the appellation, you know what I mean? Like the white man is the devil, and so we should not be shocked by any act of oppression or devilry from these people. And when you enter commerce into that, then you're definitely going to see all sorts of acts, if you will, because what upholds their whiteness is being on top. How do we be superior? When somebody mentioned earlier about the channels that talk about our women and disrespect, and they just grow, nothing happens. But the moment you are talking about anything critical, even if you do a video about a police shooting, here they come. So we are not to be surprised. You see, we only surprised when somebody is surprised that it's melanated, because then we need to find out where you've been, where you've been.
But
I feel you though. I feel you.
Removed. It's been blocked.
We'll just go through this, y'all, because it's
Black Junction, and if you're going to have problems with something with them that you upload, then just don't even do it, man. Like, it's not even worth it, because then if you're completely off the platform, that you can't do anything.
Well, True Royal Family.
That's why I have multiple accounts.
Yeah. I remember you were saying you had multiple.
More of her hardcore stuff on Black Junction TV.
That's what I'm gonna do too.
That's what we have to do. Put your watered down material, on YouTube, and put the hardcore stuff. Because what are we doing this for? We're doing this to enlighten our people, to connect with our people. So why not do it on a black platform? It makes totally sense to me.
Exactly.
That's what I'm gonna leave you with, brother. With that. Now, I don't, and all that we're saying, I want to bring Brother Yusef back into the fold here, because he's given up his time, brother. Brother Yusef, how do you feel, brother? I want to tell you once again that I really appreciate you being with us today. I didn't know that it was going to get emotional when Brother Jedi gets on.
He might know.
He got his best in it.
He's a talk show, man. You can be on a talk show.
I just speak from the heart, man. I've always been that dude. I speak from the heart.
He said that brother should have a talk show. He's a talk show. Oh my God, I can't.
It's just what I've said to you came right out of my soul, and I mean it.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, sometimes to speak on that, like sometimes when you're the head of the household, you're head of the family, you got to kind of hold things in, for your kids and your girl and your wife and things like that. And sometimes you just hold it in for so long, it just comes out without,
when the soul is full.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I appreciate everybody for supporting the platform, and we definitely are real. We definitely are serious about what we're doing, and it's not going to get, like someone asked, we're going to sell it to some white business in the future. That's not like I said. We do this because this is what we want to build something for the black community. That's the reason why we did it. We didn't do it to make money, because we ain't making no money. I'm spending a lot of money, a lot of time, We did this because we want to build something that we need for the Black community, and this was our skill set that we could utilize to build something. So that's why we chose to do this.
Right.
That's basically the gist of it. I don't know if I was able to get that out because I kind of got a little, whatever, but that was what I was trying to say.
Well, we love you for that, brother. We do. We love you for that. I'm telling you, like, we love you for that, and we need to clone you times exponential. I mean, you are the answer, and this is, I gotta say this, that you are why I will show my nephew, my 16-year-old nephew, I will threaten him into watching this video. He will watch it, because what I'm trying to do is change the tide. And one of the ways we do that, I always say we gotta put down our kids having their dreams, because they usually gonna pick something that doesn't mean anything. We got to start dictate. You're going to do this because this is going to be good for the culture. A lot of cultures do that. Latinos come here and they understand in order to survive, they got to go into certain markets that maybe that's what they dream, but that's how they have their own grocery stores. That's how they have their own agriculture. That's how they have, you see, and you keep going. So we got to do that too. So when we look at you, we can say, you see this brother right here? He started this site. This is what's going on. This is what your ass is going to do. Now go and go do it, so that we can clone you. We need that. Why should we be looking at the Mark Zuckerbergs of the world and whoever the hell started YouTube? We should have some black faces that know we started this over here, and it's just as good, if not better, than what you got going on. You see, we need that. You are valuable, brother. You are valuable. You are valuable. You're valuable. And we should be writing to the Tyler Perrys and the Oprah Winfrey of the world to get you on Super Soul Sunday and all of it. Really, because these are startups. YouTube started someplace, Facebook started someplace, Twitter started someplace, and those people are icons. And this is the man that started such and such. You see, these are the partners that did such and such. So you and Andrew should be highlighted. You should be in Essence. You should be in Ebony. You should be in Jet. You understand what I'm saying? Black Enterprise and all those things. These are the new faces of technology right now. Boom, 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 whatever.
Jedi, let me just stop right here, and I'm going to put in a link. Before I end this, I have to bring my sister Nicole Ali on. She's a dynamic sister.
Okay, we'll move past that.
Go right ahead, J-Dog.
Businesses to fund
A track record and
the way that YouTube gets advertisers from big businesses to fund their websites.
Yeah, we just literally started this month working on trying to get advertisers on the site. We weren't really pushing that at all because, again, like I said, you got to have some type of a track record and analytics and things like that for people to look at.
Just to pause there, again, I remind you, you can go. I'm linking the entire live stream so that you can go back, so that you can see those questions and answers that he's explaining the site. I have not watched the entire live stream yet because I came in literally on the end part of it, and that's what I was sharing with you on this. But you can go back and watch the whole thing. That way you can understand their process, what they're doing, what they have done, what they're planning to do in the future, etc., etc. All right, a little bit more, and we're going to be over this.
Before you expect them to pay for advertising, so we just started doing that. We got Stacy, who works with us, who specifically, her specific job is to start reaching out to different black businesses and trying to get them to advertise on the site. Because the most important thing, I mean, if you're a content curator, the biggest reason why you'll leave YouTube and come to Black Junction is if you're making money on Black Junction and you're getting more people on Black Junction, and you need to build your platform because you are getting more subscribers and more money. So you want people to be able to make money. You want content creators to be able to make money so that they can grow and build their channel on Black Junction. So that's what we're focusing on.
See, now that's an excellent thing because, like I said, everything on fucking YouTube is not advertiser friendly. Not advertiser friendly. They just don't want to pay back black folks for a fucking thing. That's what it's really about. Let's just keep it 100. So we wouldn't have that issue on Black Junction. You see, it won't be because of some fucking fragile ass white devil ass bitch. You understand me? A little bit more and we're over it.
literally just this month, within the last week or two, me and Stacey had a meeting. So we're focused on that just now because, like I said, we were waiting. We had to get a couple of months under our belt so we can have something for people to see as far as our statistics before you start pressing or pushing people to advertise. But that's where we are at this stage in time. We're looking for that right now. We're focusing on that right now.
Well, it looks like Cole. I don't know if she. Are you busy doing something, Nicole? So I really would like you to come in and say a few words to Brother Yusef. Very intelligent sister. Very. I mean, she's dynamic. I would love to have her render her voice on the platform right now before we put a crescendo on this evening. So Nicole, if you can stop whatever you're doing for just one moment, come on in, say a few words, sister, or ask a question to Brother Yusef. I want to I want to hear your voice. Come on now.
Never gonna stop. I'm an idiot because her name was Nicole. I was like, Nicole, never gonna stop. Nicole. I had to get that
link too, because I sometimes.
And so I think that's the bulk of it, you guys.
Junction, use Handbrake.
Yeah, and I was just telling about the software to compress files.
Oh, I'll type it. I'm sorry.
And that was basically it. But again, I'm leaving the link for this entire live stream in the description box down below.
We'll go over to
and I'm also gonna leave the link for my channel.
Thank you, brother.
On Black Junction. So that my people can begin to subscribe to me over there on that platform, because like I say, the agenda for me now, you guys, is to start moving away the fuck away from this bitch. You understand? I will still have YouTube just as more, I'll still continue my regular routine, so to speak, But as I see my numbers grow over on Black Junction and I see all of my subs moving over there to be with me there, then all of my content will be there. In the meantime, the content that I'll be putting there now is just like with the Anton Rose case. I was able to speak freely and say exactly what the fuck I want to say. You understand what I'm saying? No holding back. Damn it. Damn it. So therein lies the beauty. Forget when they get to the monetization, all that stuff. That'll be just bonus, and I'm fine with that. But it's always been about my message for me, and how do I reach the entire diaspora of my people. I want every single African person on this planet subscribed to me and listening to me. But acting, coming together to organize, to push back and act, that's my ultimate goal. It's the whole reason why I'm on YouTube or any of these damn platforms. This is why my Twitter family and my Facebook family, they rarely hear from me, because those are just avenues to share my videos. You see? I no shade, and I'm sorry, and I try to get over there and communicate with my people as often as I can, but y'all know that I'm mostly missing in action, and I apologize for that, but I'm just keeping it 100 and telling you the reason for it, That's my thing, I don't even know how many people have followed me on Twitter and Facebook, because I don't even check the numbers. I don't know. But yeah, so let's get over there, you guys. Go and hit that link and get over there to Black Junction and start following the Jedi. And you're really going to understand why that platform is so important to not just me, but everybody. You understand? But you'll definitely hear it. You will definitely hear it. And like I say, I have several videos over there that, I've been transferring videos over there anyway. But my most recent video that I've produced, and the first one that I have specifically produced for that platform, is this one on Antoine Rose. And I invite you to definitely go and watch it. So look for these two links in the description box down below. And my next video is complete. It is a update. Shout out to Marcus. is an update on the condition with Michael Jackson's father. And also, I think I'm probably, before I release that, I'm probably going to do an addendum, because today is also the 9th anniversary of the death of the most famous human being that's ever walked on planet Earth and the greatest entertainer known to civilization, Michael Joseph Jackson. So I have to do that. And I'm procrastinating on that because I'm thinking my nephew might be able to do a collabo with me via Skype from New York. So we're going to see. But maybe that'll be a part of it. Maybe it won't. We'll see. But thumbs up this video, you guys. If you're somebody that's not familiar with me, subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Also, follow the link and go over and subscribe to me over on Black Junction TV. And let's blow it out the universe. Let's blow it out this bitch. I love you all. I'll see you soon. This is the Jedi.